and welcome to another episode of Education by Spencer. And today we will be understanding exponents, TEKS 6, 7, 8. Alright, to start this off, what gave me the concept about this is, I seen my little nephew, Lennox. He's sitting in the living room watching TV, and every music video that comes on is dealing with money. And I'm like, what's up, dude? I mean, every single video that he put on had somebody talking about money. And I'm like, what are you listening to? And he was like, the whole scenario is, I'm trying to save money for a video game. And on the first day, I want to save $2 in my piggy bank. And each day after that, I want to try to double the number of dollars I saved on the previous day. And I can't figure out how much money I'll make by the 6th day, but I think I'll have enough for the video game. So I was like, okay, let's try to calculate this up. Now I said the first thing we need to do is, and he laughed at me, I was like, we need to annotate. We need to find out what you're really trying to do. So you want a video game, right? So we're gonna box in video game. That's your purpose. And on your first day, you want to save $2. Each day after that, you want to double that money. So it sounds like you're multiplying every day after your first day. The number of dollars that we saved on the previous day. How many dollars does Lennox really need to save to have that money on the 6th day? So we're going to calculate this out. And that's exactly what we did. And the first thing I told Lennox was, we need to write this in a verbal expression so we can understand what you're trying to do. Then I explained to him that let's write the solution in a factor form. And factor just means in a multiplication. And we'll also put it in exponential form so that we can show both ways of reading. And then I told him that we'll check it by working the expression now using PEMDAS and solving the problem. Let's see what happens. Okay, the first thing we did was we were like, show your work. So Lennox said that he wanted to save $2 on the first day and double that money, saving it each additional day for 6 days straight. To put this in verbal form, it would be 2 to the 6th power. Now we look at the example, exponential form shows 2 to the 3rd power, because I don't want to get an answer away. But the way we would read that is 2 to the 3rd power. So that means 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. Now the misconception about this is most of you guys would have thought 2 to the 3rd power would have equaled 6. But when we actually multiply it out, 2 times 2 is 4. And then 4 times 2 gives us 8 if we use the rules of PEMDAS. Let's move on. Let's go to factor form. Factor form shows us a lot of different things. If we look here, we're dealing with 4s. 2 to the 4th power just means 2 times 4. I mean 4 times 4, but we're multiplying it 2 times. We're multiplying 4 times 4. I don't want to confuse anybody. 4 to the 3rd power is 4 times 4 times 4. And 4 to the 5th power, we don't change anything. We just continue multiplying. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. Okay? Remember, we want to alleviate ourselves from the misconception that we're not multiplying 4 times 5. We're multiplying 4 5 times. We're multiplying 4 by itself 5 different times. Now, when we do our particular question, 2 to the 6th power, That means we're going to be multiplying 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 to the 6th power. Also, we want to put this in exponential form, and if we look, our symbol, which is our exponential, is basically the exact same way that we say it and we write it. Okay? So it's nothing really difficult about this. This is just simply 2, which is our base, and 6 is our exponent. 2 to the 6th power. Finally, let's do it standard form. Now this is where we use PEMDAS to do it, okay? Our expression would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and that is our factor form. That's why factor form is so important, and factor form, once again, just meaning that you're multiplying, okay? We also use factor form as another word, expanded form, meaning that we're taking our exponent and we're expanding it out by multiplying. Shows the factor being multiplied. That's what expanded form means, excuse me. Next, let's use PEMDAS. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 gives us 64. Now, the work you should have had on your paper should have looked like this. You should have had it in expanded form, showing your factorization, exponential form, showing the powers, 2 to the 6th power, and then your standard form where you use PEMDAS to solve the problem. Thank you guys, and all my little nephew would have to do is say $64 in 2 days. I like to see him do this. I hope he don't ask me for any money, but I mean, that's just how it is. Okay, y'all, enjoy your day. Get back to work. Let's have fun.